I just love that song when it goes.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Shout out to this guy by the name of Travis Ford who set all that up, huh?
Tim made that.
Was that Tim?
No, God, no.
Just kidding.
Oh, okay.
I'm the GOAT.
All right, welcome everybody. It is a Monday Night Lights once again, not on a Monday night. I swear one day we'll get that figured out.
Second week.
Hey, we all three made it here. That's the key.
That is true. And this is the first time we've had a complete panel on the newly named show on the Monday Night Lights. So
that's true.
Tip of the cap to that. That's excellent. Hey, thanks for being here. Make sure you guys like and share. When I mean share, I love it when you guys share. Feel free to share the tweet, the Tusk Talk tweet. Feel free to share that bad boy if you haven't already. That sharing is caring, as you guys know. Shout out to Patreon supporters. That is, we're going to get the new list of names for the month of May on the 5th of June. I know it's confusing. We're going to have recruiting content. I mean, it's the month of June. We've already kind of covered some stuff in Patreon chat, in Discord. We'll have some stuff ready on the actual Patreon page and following recruiting. And then after that, July, I don't know. We're going to have to pull something out of our rear ends for the month of July. That is the most brutal month to be a college football, whatever you call this, content creator. It's a brutal month. So I don't know what to expect for the month of July, but for June, we're going to be pretty busy following recruiting for football. So we will get into some of that today. Alongside me, Travis Ford and Tim Neal.
Yeah.
Like we said a second ago, we actually have a full panel for the first time since renaming this the Monday Night Lights live show on Tusk Talk. So the gangs, hey, what's up, Natasha or Nisha? I don't know why I was about to say Natasha. What's up, Nisha? Megan, Michael Kerper, Heartbroken Hog. What's up, man? We got some Patreon supporters in chat.
Harper's here for XP. Shout out to Eric Musselman's Ghost for getting here before we even started.
Yeah, he was here like 25 minutes ago, man. He was commenting and everything.
He saw the thumb and he's like, "Oh hell no!"
Yeah, you put Pittman on the thumb, it triggers some folks. I get it. What's up, Matt? How you doing, man? Thanks for being here. Sorry we couldn't have lunch today. I had a busier schedule than I realized. We were gonna hit up Flying Burrito in Fayetteville.
You suck, dude.
Those steak nachos, bro. Go support local restaurants, man.
If they sold beer, I would support them more.
Well, there's only one of them left. There's one Flying Burrito left, and it's in Fayetteville. That's sad.
Yeah, the one in Little Rock's gone, huh?
Tim, yeah, it is. And so is the one in Rogers. It closed down a little while back. Mr. T-Dub, what's going on, man? Long time no see. So, also, shout out to, of course, the sponsor, Direct Service Overhead, the garage door company, same-day services, quality parts, affordable outcomes, better than best results, thousands of 5-star reviews now.
Yeah,
give them a call at 501-244-3667, and their link is provided for you down below.
We the best.
Indeed, they are.
We're pretty good at it. We got like 40 years combined experience. You know that?
I'm one of your 1,000 reviews.
Yeah, you are.
So am I.
My man.
So am I. We both are.
Love it.
It's pretty awesome. So again, if you guys need some work done, give them a call. Give DSO, Direct Service Overhead, a call. All right. Kerper sleeps in his quarter zip.
Kerper sleeps in a onesie.
Savage.
Please excuse the echo. This room sucks.
Oh, you sound fine.
And this background is the exact same color as the walls in this room. I just put a cool logo on it.
Well, you're held up at an Airbnb in Conway, so
yep.
I'm surprised.
Conway. Travis moved.
I haven't moved yet. No, we're in the process. Well, sort of. Cheer started, so we're here.
Oh,
so cool.
Yeah.
Last day of school. Last day of school for us tomorrow. So
just now? Holy shit!
Just now. Yeah, dude, it's something else. All right, let's get started here. Taylen Green invited to the Manning camp. Now, the reason why this is a topic, because I think there might be a little bit of, I don't want to say like there's, I don't know. I saw people just like, oh my God, we have the greatest quarterback. He's Taylen Green. He's all first team. Look at that. So, and yeah, I got some pretty funny text messages too over when that was announced. Like, oh, well, I guess he is as good as you say he is. I'm like, well, first off, hold on. I'm telling you, Taylen Green is a capable quarterback, but he does come with some issues. So it's probably a good thing he's going to the Manning camp. In 2024, now, and this is what I want to point out, this is not a super exclusive thing. It's not like it's, oh, well, they're just handpicking a few quarterbacks. No, there are 11. Last year, there were 11 SEC quarterbacks invited in a grand total.
And not ours.
46 quarterbacks that went last year. 46. So this is not like a super duper exclusive deal. However,
how were their stats?
Does it mean that, that he can't pick something up? Maybe. Here's the other thing, though. I thought it was longer. I didn't actually. I haven't kept up with it. I'll be real. Like it's been around for a while. This is what they say on the Manning Passing Academy website, assuming I'm looking at everything correctly here and on the right website. For more than 50 years, the Manning family and the quarterback position have been practically synonymous with one another. As such, their summer vacations always revolve around the annual Manning Passing Academy, a family-owned and managed football camp that embraces the basic fundamentals of football while catering to the offensive skill positions, running back, tight end, wide receiver, and, of course, quarterback. It starts June 26th, and you would think, oh, it's a camp. It's going to be like at least a week, maybe 2 weeks long, maybe. You got summer workouts that are going to start here pretty soon, so they can't be there too long. No, it ends starts on June 26th. It ends on June 29th. And it's happening in Thibodaux, Louisiana.
So you basically get a weekend of being Arch Manning.
So hold on a second. This might change your perspective on the whole thing to begin with.
Okay.
I just looked it up.
Lay it on me, Big Daddy.
Is the Manning Passing Academy for college players? No, it's not. The college players that attend the Manning Passing Academy are actually being used as counselors for 8th graders to high school seniors who are there too. Yeah. So it really is not a big deal. It means nothing.
I didn't know that.
Sweet.
I just looked it up.
Oh my God. I mean, there you go.
So he's there to be a counselor for
community
8th grade to high school seniors.
Okay, maybe as far as like a leader, maybe he could build on his leading skills. I don't know. That's wild. I thought it was there.
Son of a bitch. We suck again.
Yeah. Well, there you have it. So
good job, Tim. That was good research that we didn't do.
Are we sure about that?
I'm looking again just to make sure.
Because they mentioned all these SEC quarterbacks. I didn't see anything about that on their
They were
website.
all like,
here you go.
leaders.
Manning Passing Academy is actually a 4-day American football clinic held annually at Nicholls State University.
Yeah, it's at
Held in the
Nicholls State.
summer. It's hosted by the Manning family and several current and former NFL and college players and coaches. It's designed to coach 4 different positions. The camp was originally founded by Arch Manning. Due to NCAA rules, all attendees must be between the ages of those entering 8th grade and seniors to be in high school. High school graduates are not allowed to attend. Attendees are matched with and against others of the same age, size, and ability level. He's just there to be
He's a camp counselor. He's a camp counselor.
He's a counselor.
Then what?
Well,
I mean, the university even tweeted about it. Like, congratulations, Taylen. Like, kind of leading on.
You got selected to influence young people, I guess.
I mean, that's cool. Good. I mean, that's great for him. What an opportunity. That's funny.
They're like, Taylor, come over here and show these boys what not to do.
I mean, here, let me pull the screen up here. I mean, this is how they present it. Make sure I grab the right screen.
Yeah, there might be a misconception about what Manning Passing Academy actually is.
I mean, here it is. Look at this. Like, congratulations to QB1 on being invited to the Manning Passing Academy.
Wow.
I mean this
he got invited to do free labor.
This is false advertisement, man. This is
See, so I had to check it because I went to an article earlier and it was like, what do all 8 of the starting quarterbacks remaining in the NFL playoffs have in common? And the answer was, while in college, all 8 worked as counselors in the Manning Passing Academy. And then I'm like, wait a second. If they were counselors in college, I better look up what this means. Yeah. That's what it actually means. Manning Passing.
At least we don't look dumb, right?
Oh, man.
So we don't look as dumb as the university right now. Sorry about that, Ty. That probably hurts the show, but
it's like a normal day.
Not at all. Like I said, I've never really followed up on this.
That's phenomenal.
Yeah, I mean, you see the comments down here. Working with the Mannings only gets you better.
Nobody understands what this thing is.
That's pretty cool.
That's my quarterback. Got the Terrell go learn and practice applying what you learned
with the high schoolers.
Yeah,
let the high schoolers teach you.
I don't know, man. This is crazy.
This is hilarious.
It is pretty funny. Well, there you go, man. That's how
how
we start this thing off.
Super pumped he's missing practice for that.
Could be the most Arkansas thing ever.
That's right. I agree.
Well, like I said, I'm not the only one because, I mean, this has been an ongoing conversation between me and several people. Like, just, wow, he must be decent because of all these other quarterbacks that have gone. And then we find out, I was like, well, I want to look into this a little bit. I mean, how many players have gone. And
maybe it's a compliment they invited him.
Yeah, I mean, that is right. It's a compliment because they're saying you're good enough to influence the younger kids.
Well, but 11 SEC quarterbacks went last year, and like almost 50 get invited. I mean, yeah, I don't know. We thought we we thought we had an elite quarterback. I wasn't going that angle at all either, though. I was saying, well, I mean, they invite all these quarterbacks. Like, how special is he really? That's great. Oh, man. But
sorry
again,
to everybody's bubble, but it's still Taylen Green. It doesn't
go walk up. They're gonna give him a whistle, and he's gonna be like,
"You what?"
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
This is not what they told me this was.
Yeah, really. I bet the university has no clue either. I bet they're like, "Wait a minute, what? It's a what?" They're doing.
They had Josh make that for nothing. They're like, "Damn."
Yeah, very. Feel very hoodwinked on that one.
Yeah. They were trying to slide that under, you know.
So now you know what we have to do. Now you get off the air. You get off the air. You go find all the other Razorback podcasts and figure out which one of them were like, yeah, that's great, and they didn't do their research.
Well, we didn't.
You guys didn't do your research.
I didn't do my research.
Figured it out.
We did it right here on the show.
We did real time research.
I don't have friends.
Yeah.
Me either.
It's all about family. So yeah, there you have it. That's pretty much it on the Manning camp. So now we know. Moving forward, we know. But all right. Well, we can move on to something that we do know a little bit about. Arkansas got a pretty good 2026 kid. 6'5", 297-pound offensive tackle Bryce Gilmore has committed to Arkansas. This was I think this was yesterday.
Not a quarterback, by the way.
Not a quarterback. 6'4".
Some places we actually needed.
Some places have him at about 6'4", 6'5", right at about 300 pounds. He is committed to Arkansas over several schools. From what I understand, high priority target for a lot of schools. Big get. This 2026 class continues to. I mean, it's off to a pretty good start, and I say that like they're just starting. That's not the case. This is commitment number 17 for the class of 2026. If you're surprised, if you're shocked, don't feel too bad. It slipped by me as well because they did. He wasn't the last commitment. They actually picked up another one today.
11th in the nation on quantity.
Caleb Gordon out of Gastonia, North Carolina. 6 foot, 217-pound linebacker. 3-star. So according to Rivals, he's a 5.7. Bryce Gilmore is a 5.8 4-star. They have him at 6'5", 290. Also on Rivals. So yeah, not a bad get. I don't, Caleb Gordon had a feeling he was going to commit. Bryce Gilmore had a feeling, he was someone who came in off a visit, committed. He had other visits set up, so I guess that's the no-go. Typically, if you're committing this early, Sam Pittman's not going to let you go to other schools, to go visit other schools. So but that is
Pittman's padding this class to try to be like, well, I do got these guys lined up.
Oh, I've thought that since last year. Like
I think he did it last year too, but I just wonder if he's like far ahead because of that. He's
17 commitments, and you're just now getting into June. That used to be pretty unheard of.
Yeah.
I mean, for that next cycle, right? So yeah, I it's not a bad class. I mean, I think 247 has him in the top 12. But again, that's a lot of commitments. This is more than a lot of schools, even within the SEC.
Yeah, but let's be honest, it really doesn't mean anything.
Okay, elaborate.
Well, he can switch his commitment. It doesn't mean anything.
Oh, well, yeah.
On campus, it doesn't mean anything. It's great to have him. It's great to look at that class. You said 17. The article I read said 16, and 4 of them are offensive linemen, which means we're addressing a huge need in offensive line. And that's awesome. But until they're on campus, it means not shit. I mean,
that's true. Fair enough. But I mean, that's always been the case. Typically I would say 90% of his classes when they commit, maybe not 90, it might be like 80%. They typically, when they commit, if it's not super duper early,
well, that's what I'm saying. It's June, and that makes it a little bit. It's June, a full year before he's going to be on campus, basically. So it's a little.
You got to realize
I won't hold my breath.
We're the university that had a kid put up a billboard that he wanted to go here and then decommit.
Yeah. Well,
no, I'm just looking at the list. I'm looking at the list of people that were recruiting him and going, it's great that we got him, but he had a huge list and some big schools on there. Mm-hmm. Florida, Auburn, Miami, Oregon.
He could,
Colorado.
Look, he could,
Ole Miss, for that matter, Ole Miss, who we know will probably pay him, the size of my house, every season or something. Like, just fill my house with money, and that's probably what they would give him. But I want to see him get on campus because it's pretty darn early.
I don't even get excited for recruits anymore.
That's how I feel. I'm like, yay, but let's get him on campus first.
Yeah.
Well, okay, then we just won't ever talk about.
I'm not saying don't talk about
it, up, man.
That's only like half of the off-season talk, but okay, I guess.
Do I feel maybe jaded by I'm Olivia? I mean, a little bit jaded by that whole situation. We actually got him on campus, and he's gone.
Yeah, but that doesn't happen as often as the opposite, though, right?
No, that's fair.
This is a good recruit. Don't let me get it.
No, he's awesome.
Well, it's a top-heavy class, though, like every class. It's very top-heavy. When the dust settles, they'll be lucky to be, top 12 in the SEC in recruiting. I mean, that is the truth of the matter. I know they're trying to – I know Sam believes with this, with the changes that are coming to college football, that might kind of help balance things out a little bit, at least in the SEC where these classes aren't as lopsided, I guess. I know they feel like they're going to do a little bit more damage in the portal. I'm definitely, I agree with you guys where I'm in the, I'll believe it when I see it. Not that they haven't done decent out of the portal. I mean, let's they've done okay. Yeah. It's not been great, but they've done okay. Especially
some of the best players over the last few teams.
Oh yeah, they've been
Jackson, etc.
But I wonder how many we're going to retain after we go 3-9.
They're not going 3-9.
I know they're not.
Whoa, yeah, I was gonna say.
Jeez. Golly.
I don't have them going 3-9, 4-8, but not 3-9.
Travis crashes out before there's even like a reason to crash out.
It's not even August. When it's August, I'll get excited and we're going undefeated, dude. We're undefeated.
Travis does start the season undefeated. Like, you ask him on the first week of the season, he's like, "Oh, we're going 12-0."
Well, no, his real prediction wasn't it like 10-2 or 9-3?
Yes. Yeah. And then we lost the game, and he's like, "Season's over. We're losing everything after that."
Who, me?
That's exactly how that went.
I'm a terrible fan.
we're not winning another game because we lost to Alabama.
Yeah. I don't know. I like going in with actually lower expectations because when you do good, you're like, hell yeah.
Yeah. I think that is kind of where Arkansas fans need to be, though. Like, basketball and baseball are heading in the right direction. Football, just don't have high expectations. Treat it like, just another event. Like, okay. Kind of like when you go to the Washington County Fair, right? When you were a kid, you're all hyped up, like, oh shit, I'm going to the Washington County Fair. This is going to be awesome. And then you get there and you're like, this is it. Like, that's kind of how you need to approach
every time. Football. Every time.
So,
hey, Ralph Charles, go ahead and tell us what you think about the Manning Academy. Ralph Charles said only Arkansas podcasters can get a negative out of the Manning Academy. Go ahead and tell us in the chat how you feel about it. What does it mean to you?
Ralph comes through the comments. Typically what he does is he'll say something and he leaves.
It wasn't a negative. It was just we just figured out what it actually is.
Yeah, we didn't know what it was for sure.
It's not bad that he's going to it. It's just not that big a deal either.
Yeah, this is the same guy. There's two of them. There's two of them that come through and they comment and they say the same thing about quote unquote Arkansas podcasters that were negative all the time. I guess we're supposed to.
I wish Ralph coached the team. We could be positive.
Well, we just need to be sunshine pumpers all the time.
I mean,
we can sit here and tell you.
Smile about, brother.
Here's the truth, Ralph. If you're even still in here, baseball is at a level where Omaha is the expectation every year, despite what happened the last 2 years. We've acknowledged that here. I'm done covering baseball. I'm going to be real with y'all. I'm done. I might do some Omaha stuff if they make it. I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not wasting my time with it. But basketball headed in a great direction. It has for the previous 5 years up until last season. We've acknowledged that as well. I mean, I sat here and told you the last several years they've had Sweet 16 Elite 8 caliber rosters. And then I'm called a sunshine pumper for that. But the minute I'm like, oh, but football's over here, where it's like they've got issues and problems, and I don't know that I see them winning 5, 6, 7 games. And then it's the other way around. Then it's, negative Arkansas podcaster. Like, bro, maybe stick around for more than the football conversation. If you're only a football fan, I get it. I get it. Like, you're tired of hearing it over and over. But it is that you can only talk about what you see. And I'm trying to figure out what to be super positive about, Ralph. I'd love to hear your explanation, though.
We're fans just like everybody else. You guys just get to see us do it in 4K. You know what I mean? So where it's documented.
Well,
so they're like, God forbid you change your mind later or anything.
No, I'm just negative.
I'm negative.
Okay.
I'm not going to lie like those two are lying. I'm just negative.
Tim's negative.
T-Dub is pretty – T-Dub, by the way, OG, Patreon. I know Tim. This is one of my favorite people in the world right here.
Thanks, man.
Mr. T-Dub. Different Tim. Sorry.
Never mind. Not you, Tim.
Not you, Tim Neal. But T-Dub is awesome. OG Patreon supporter. He's been a viewer of the show, supporter of the show for years. And this is his. He's done with the Pittman era. So
I think a lot of people are.
I mean, it just is what it is, Ralph. I mean, it's not just me. It's not just Travis. It's not just Tim. It's a lot of fans are just kind of they're tired of what we consider to be mediocrity, if even that. If that's what you call what Pittman has done mostly, which it might be.
He's that one we get our shit pushed in and we go, this team sucks. He's like, not a true fan. He's that guy on Twitter. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Are you talking about Ralph?
You're not a true fan. No, I'm just pissed off, man. That's it.
Well, let's this is a perfect transition then. Maybe Ralph will like this part. ESPN FPI has ranked Arkansas at what? 22nd. 22nd in the country.
I'd love to see the science behind that.
It's the magical football power index. It's based on like simulations. I don't know. Here's the screen. Texas at number 1, right? They're 6 wins. They have them at 99.9% going to win 6 or more.
On Texas? That's fair.
Yeah. Georgia at 99. Alabama at 98.5, and they have them ranked 3rd. Ohio State.
They realize Saban retired, right?
I don't understand this. I don't get putting Alabama at 98.5. Or I'm sorry, at 3rd.
That's 6 wins, right?
6 wins, yes.
That means they're gonna get 6 wins.
Right. No.
5% sure they're getting 6 wins.
Yes. What I'm saying is I don't think they should. They're not 3rd in the country. There's no way I would put Alabama in 3rd. I'd put them somewhere in the top 10, but 3 seems way too high. Notre Dame, speaking of another team Arkansas's got to deal with this year, they're in the top 10 as well. Texas A&M, Tennessee's in there. Yeah, look at the SEC. I mean, it's just absurd. So Arkansas down here at 22nd. So there you go, Ralph, who already dipped out probably.
I haven't seen anything else.
22nd in the country, just ahead of Mizzou, Arizona State, who some people think might surprise.
Which already just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
because a bunch of those schools below Arkansas have a higher chance of winning 6 games.
yeah.
That doesn't. There's some kind of error here.
Yeah, and their likelihood of playoff percentage is at 8.2 for Arkansas.
Lower than all of those others. This doesn't make it. There's got to be some kind of sorting error or something.
They missed a digit. There's a 1 in front of that 22.
Yeah, I don't know how
10.8. What does that column? The blue column.
10.8. It's just the FPI. I don't know.
They don't give a
football power index that measures teams' true strength and on net points scale, expected points margin versus average opponent on neutral field. So that's 10.8, whatever the hell. So
we're expected to play better than all those schools below us on a neutral field, which we only play 0 games on a neutral field this year.
I don't know.
Cool.
You count Little Rock? I'm just kidding.
Might as well be. That's a home field for the Arkansas State Red Wolves. Home field advantage.
They're going to travel for that game. I think Arkansas State's going to show up. I mean, it's going to be 90-10.
I'm going to have to go to that game. I'll probably be living here by then.
90% Arkansas fans, but I bet there's going to be more Arkansas State fans there than people realize.
I heard Travis say he's getting us 50-yard line tickets for that game.
There you go, Ralph. There's your positivity, my friend.
Yeah.
Arkansas 22nd on this confusing FPI or the College Football Power Index.
Hey, can you click into the Razorbacks? Does it show any further details?
Maybe
the games.
It just pulls up. Yeah, it just does this. I looked into this earlier.
That would be cool.
Yeah, some more explanation. I know they used to claim that they would run. It was based off simulations. They would actually do full-on simulations based on X amount of 1,000 simulations, but there's never really been any in-depth discussion as to how exactly this all works. So I don't know. It's kind of like PFF, right? They just kind of magically pull some of these numbers out of their rear ends. But listen, it is positivity, and maybe they're on to something. Maybe Arkansas is going to be better than we think. Maybe that's possible. Maybe they do end up.
I hope so.
Winning eight or so games, however many it would take to finish in the top 25, but or whatever. But I do like that they got us 1 spot in front of Mizzou. I love that. That's funny.
I'll take it. Mizzou lost a lot of talent this last year, though.
Yeah. So
we shall see.
Yeah, it's gonna be this is gonna be an interesting year, man. I mean, I don't know how to. I don't know. I think this year is going to be interesting, and it's going to be weird because you're going to Memphis. You've got Notre Dame coming to town. You've got this daunting SEC schedule where you're traveling into some very hostile places to play some really good teams. That's a typical year in the SEC, but it's oh, by the way, you've also got to go to Memphis, who was really good last year, and you got Notre Dame, who's playing to win the whole damn thing, coming to town. It does feel like, Travis and I talked about this, it does feel like one of those kind of years where Arkansas is going to upset somebody.
Mm-hmm.
So
he always gets one he shouldn't.
Well,
which is awesome. I'm cool with that.
Unless it's 4 wins on an entire year.
Okay, he usually gets somebody he shouldn't.
Yeah, no, I mean, seriously, when Texas came to town in 2021, even though that was Sark's first year,
I thought we were going to get cooked.
I think I picked Arkansas to win that game. In fact, I'm pretty sure I did. But I didn't.
I did.
I don't think my confidence was real high, though. I mean, considering the kind of talent that Texas is loaded down with, and they did it. They took care of business, man. They whooped Texas. They pushed them off the field. It was easy. Did not expect that to happen. So that kind of goes into your point. He does. It's almost just about every year he does something in 1 or 2 games that they're not supposed to do.
What's interesting is he has flashes of good coaching in games, and then there's other times where it's absolutely garbage.
Well, the use of timeouts and
it's the 9-4 year. Well, I guess Barry Odom probably coached that team, didn't he?
Well, I mean, it was
being real.
The offense was unbelievable. I mean, that was one of the only 3 years Arkansas's ever had 6,000 total yards of offense. I mean, they could do no wrong on offense that year, and KJ, absolutely a system quarterback, and that offense was just, I mean, it was just so fun to watch. And yeah, so I'll give him credit. Like, he's done mostly a pretty good job of at least, like, who the hell would have thought you were going to get Kendall Briles and Barry Odom at the same time on your coaching staff? Like, say what you want
about that.
Say what you want about Barry Odom as a head coach. There's no doubt he was one of the biggest names as far as a defensive coordinator that was available, and even before he took over the Mizzou job. And the same thing with Kendall Briles. This is a guy that, they've been talking about being a head coach for years. And you had them both, and he kept them for 3 years each. Like, that was okay. That's cool. And then you do a complete 180 and you bring in Dan Enos, and he can't, like, there were so many issues with the O-line, and KJ's a system guy.
I swear
he
to
operates well in the veer and shoot. He could not run that offense.
Yeah. I think the Enos thing was a last-second desperation hire.
It could have been.
You remember the way the things ended with Briles? He was like, going to take one, and then ended up doing the tweet like, "Oh, we're back for another year," blah blah blah, like with KJ, right. And then he ends up going to TCU like shortly after.
Yeah,
so I think Pitt's like, "Screw it, I'll replace you," and then he just
I think he just jumped. I don't think he called anybody else. I think he knows Enos. They're he's they kind of have a history, so I think he just speed dialed. Hey, I need you to come coach this offense, and I think that's what happened. I don't know if it was a last-second desperation thing, if maybe they did have a list of names. I don't think they did. I don't think they thought it was going to go as poorly as it went.
God. I mean, I don't think you could plan for it to go as poorly as it went.
Just like Matt said, Enos was a good old boy hire. No doubt.
This guy, it's not going to be bad. He coached okay in the past. We don't expect it to go poorly. He may not be the greatest splash hire. Yeah. I think that's the way they looked at it, and it just went way worse than they could have ever imagined. I did look up how the FPI is calculated and what it means.
Okay,
I now know what it means. So, if you take that 10.8 that is Arkansas, and you put it up against any other team, we'll use Texas at the top as an example. The FPI says that if Arkansas and Texas played on a neutral field, for instance, in a bowl game, then Texas would be expected to win by 18 points right now.
Oh, okay.
The difference between the FPI is the difference in how they would perform on a neutral field like a bowl game.
Okay.
So it doesn't mean a whole lot. It's not like a national ranking. Like, we're not ranked number 22.
Oh yeah, no.
So it's Josh Pate's system.
Basically. It is calculated based on a handful of very funny. Based on a handful of things, including returning starters, past performance, coaching changes, quarterback values, final scores, margin of victory, opponent strength, things like that go into how they weigh it. Now, I don't know how you weigh quarterback value. I don't know how you weigh, returning starters necessarily, but they give some kind of weight to that. They have an expected points above or below average that a team would score, things like that they use, and then they run 10,000 simulations to predict what that would be. So it is 10,000 simulations, like you said before.
Yeah.
And we got a score of 10.8. So basically on a neutral field, we should beat 23 and below.
There you go.
That's what they say.
Okay, well, there you go.
Wish Tim we played every game on a neutral field.
Tim,
I'll just sit here and do all the research while we talk.
Yeah, that sounds good to me. In Arkansas, by the way, they give an 8% chance to make the playoffs. I feel like that might be high.
I feel like, yeah.
You got a super chat.
Uh-oh, let me pull it up. Hold up.
We have the 12th best recruiting class in the SEC.
Let's be clear. We all love the Hogs. We all want them to be massively successful, but the handwriting is on the wall. Sam cannot repeat his 9-win peak. That doesn't make us less loyal, just clear-eyed. Ooh.
Clear eyes, full hearts, can't lose.
Yep.
Whoa, that's pretty.
It's written on the wall with crayon, baby. He's out of here. Let's go.
That's pretty on the money, though, by T-Dub. It
is. That's exactly what it is.
I mean, it's not. Over the years, I've done this for so long, man. I just have thick skin. I've been called every fat name in the book. I've been called a troglodyte, and I've been called an anti-hog podcaster. Even though this is a live show, I don't call it a podcast. But okay, I've been called everything, including a sunshine pumper. So Ralph, you got to do better. I wish he would have stuck around, but he never does. He hops in here, he says one thing, and then he leaves.
Should have hit him with the boom.
Bobby Shiz says the Eno's hiring killed KJ, Rocket, and everything. And everything they had learned. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a different system, dude. Completely different. They're not that kind of player.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, speaking of this, they opened up did you see they opened the raffle back up?
No, they did?
For baseball.
For baseball, and it's but is it on Sunday that it starts?
Wow.
Or is it on Saturday? Because I swear it was on Sunday. Yeah, Razorback, or did it start today?
I was gonna say, can it start on Sunday or is it for Sunday's game?
Maybe it's I don't know. It's okay, it's up right now.
Yeah.
Unless this is okay, here we go. I'll share this really quick if you guys want to take a look at it. This wasn't really on the
wasn't on the agenda.
Wasn't on the agenda, but here it is. Current jackpot sitting at 28,355, estimated prize at 14,000.
Ooh, that's way lower than the other one, huh?
Well, it just started.
Oh, when did this start?
This just popped open today, I guess.
Okay, that's not so bad then.
There's
the other one was what, 4 days long? 5 days?
It was something like that, yeah. And what was the max on it? Do you guys remember? It was like 100 and
they got a 200 and something last time.
Did it get? Oh, it did. You're right. It went over $250,000.
Somebody won 140.
That's right. Yeah. Okay. Do you think this surpasses that?
No.
You don't think so?
No, I think it was the excitement of it being new. I think the newness was on it.
I mean, fair, but
money is money, though, right?
Arkansas also won games 2 and 3, which is when it got its biggest jump.
It could.
When Arkansas won, because I remember I kept up with it the first 2 days. It didn't surpass like 12,000 on the first day that I remember.
100 tickets for $50. That's not a bad investment.
It's really not. So if you guys
saying.
Okay, sell.
Neither is a Mega Millions Powerball ticket either.
Fair. I feel like you have better odds in this, though.
You definitely have better odds in this.
Draw date is going to be on June 8th.
Do you got to be in person?
No, I don't think so. No, I could be wrong, but I don't think so.
I'll slap 50 in there.
I might lay a little down. I don't know.
100 opportunities.
I got a ticket I got to pay for, so maybe not.
You could buy 900 tickets.
That'd be great if the judge was like, "Hey, man, you know what? Instead, because you're driving around without your damn tags on your car, or the outdated tag on your car, instead of just pay, how about you just pay it in raffle tickets? How about that?" Like, all right, let's go.
The real law should be, how about you buy your damn tags, come to court, and I'll let you go. That should be the law.
You have 120 days to claim it. You don't have to be present.
Okay, there you go.
Fire. I might slap 50 in there. I ain't even gonna lie.
I hope it's another blue collar person that wins this, like last time. I really do. I mean, the odds are very high that that's going to be the case. So hopefully it's hopefully that.
Well, Razorback Foundation, you're welcome for the free promo.
Kyles are everywhere. Oh no, we have a Tennessee series is going to be heated. Can't wait to see DVH whoop our future coach. Telling you, it's not going to happen. He's not going to be the next coach. People keep saying that, and it's just not going to be the case. Hang on, we got baseball talk coming. We'll get there in a second. But closing out, well, actually, no, that wasn't next on the list. Was baseball?
Yeah,
I was going to talk about the eliminations. Did you guys catch did you see like the teams that got bounced, the home teams that got bounced?
Yeah.
Vanderbilt, Texas, Ole Miss, Georgia, Clemson, Oregon.
Gone.
Gonzo. Incredible. Yeah. A little surprising, but you love to see it, and I'm here for it. I'm not going to lie, though. Vandy in Texas, I did not see happening. I thought those were Omaha locks. And
yeah, I did too. I was
excited when I saw Texas lose.
It made the weekend that much sweeter. It only could have been better if Tennessee had gotten beat, had they been knocked out. But this goes towards the argument about think about it. This is going to be a ladder step kind of moment for Arkansas and Tennessee baseball. Now they're playing in a real game with serious consequences. The winner advances to Omaha. Like, this is a huge deal. These are two teams. There's already a hatred. Everybody hates Tennessee and all their antics in the dugout and all the stuff that they do. And when they hit a home run, the way they flip their bats, and all that stuff. The baseball purists hate it. And Arkansas fans got a lot of baseball purists in their bunch. And this is a real organic rivalry, if you ask me. And this is only going to add fuel to the fire, and I love it. This is two teams that do not like each other. The fans don't really get along. You've got, of course, the hatred on Tennessee by everybody, including Arkansas, and they've got to go through Fayetteville to get to Omaha. It doesn't get any bigger and better than this. I am so pumped for this series. I'm happy Tennessee won. It would have been nice to see them get eliminated, like funny, but it's going to be even sweeter when Arkansas does it this weekend.
It's more intriguing playing Tennessee than it is Wake Forest. Let's be real. I wanted them to lose just because I like to watch Tennessee lose, but
yeah, it's on ESPN. All three games are going to be on the main channel.
It's marquee, baby.
Well, after all those home teams lose, what's interesting to watch?
Yeah, I don't know the markets, like how big the other markets are, but like this is Arkansas is not a big market. That's why it's hard for them to get on TV, especially in a sport that doesn't gain as many eyeballs as some of the other sports. So you're already kind of up against it. And Arkansas being a tiny little market, TV market, so this is a big deal. Yeah, it's going to be on ESPN 4 p.m. for game 1 on Saturday, June 7th, and then 2 p.m. on Sunday, and then we don't know actually if game 3 is going to be on ESPN or not. But the first two are.
Businesses thrive.
Oh my gosh!
What is the okay?
Oh, is that Timmy?
Yeah,
it's me going to look at the markets real quick. I mean, you've got North Carolina. Oh no, that was Monday's game. I want to give you that. I want to give you what the games are for. Okay, you got Arizona, North Carolina. I mean, North Carolina's a big baseball school. They're always in.
Yeah.
Auburn, Coastal Carolina, Miami, Louisville, Florida State, Oregon State. That's Friday's games.
Yeah, so you have then you have UTSA at UCLA.
UTSA at UCLA. UCLA is a huge market. LSU, West Virginia, Duke, Murray State, Tennessee, Arkansas. I mean, Arkansas fans who care about baseball take baseball as seriously as anybody.
Oh yeah.
Some of these schools I'm not really
good at it.
LSU is LSU's a big baseball school, but I don't know about some of the rest of these. Like, who cares about Auburn, Coastal Carolina, or UTSA, UCLA? Murray State, Duke. I mean, Duke fans are basically assuming they're going to kill Murray State.
Do we want to pick teams here really quick?
Oh, do you want to do that?
Yeah, we should do that. Let's pick the supers, baby. I wish we had a pretty a sound or a song and a whole video like da 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 pick super regional matchups.
Well, it starts on Friday. Maybe we should do a Friday show and do that.
Oh yeah. The supers do. Again, Arkansas plays on Saturday. I think there's going to be these are all, by the way, really good matchups. Like, I am excited about Auburn and Coastal Carolina.
Really?
Yes. Because Coastal Carolina is like my go-to team.
Coastal Carolina's legit.
Coastal Carolina's, hey, man, I don't know, they're beach chickens. How can you not root for the beach chickens?
Well, I can root for anybody who's playing Auburn in any sport.
And then there's that, too, yeah. And okay, we could do this in chat. Feel free to join in. We'll start. I'm with you guys. I'm not going to know a damn thing about a lot of these teams.
Just random picks.
Louisville versus Miami. Louisville's 38-21. Miami's 34-25.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to go Miami in that one.
I'm going Louisville.
I'm going to go Louisville too. I mean, it's the home of the Sluggers. Come on.
That's exactly what I was going to say. The Louisville Sluggers.
Louisville Sluggers. Come on.
Florida State, Oregon State. I'm going to say Oregon State.
Florida State.
Oregon State.
Oregon
State's another baseball school, right?
Well, Florida State is too. They just don't have any natties.
Oregon State's the devil. Oregon State's the devil.
Oregon State's won one recently, it feels like.
They beat Arkansas.
Yeah, I was gonna say against us.
Like not that long ago.
That's right.
North Carolina, Arizona. I'm just gonna say North Carolina.
Carolina's gonna win that. LSU, West Virginia.
LSU.
I'll take LSU. Yeah,
I'll take LSU too.
I think LSU's going to end up playing for it all. If I'm honest,
you think LSU and Arkansas?
Well,
are we in a different bracket?
I don't know. Well, we
won't know till the Super Regional's done.
No, they're matched up. They're matched up against the LSU that series. That's their matchup.
Oh, I don't see that. Okay.
Yeah, it's. I'm pretty sure. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat. I'm pretty sure that's it. Arkansas is matched up with LSU, the winner of the LSU West Virginia game. So if that is the case, I might pick LSU over Arkansas. I mean, I very well might. They're good, man. They're deep everywhere. They've got everything it takes, including experience to win it all. They've been here. LSU is a problem. In fact, I wanted LSU eliminated. I think they're going to be tough. I really do think it's going to come down to either Arkansas and LSU, or Arkansas or LSU, and then maybe like a North Carolina. I don't know who else over there. But Louisville, Miami got to play the winner of Florida State and Oregon State. North Carolina, Arizona plays the winner of Auburn and Coastal Carolina. UTSA and UCLA, if I'm looking at this correctly, they play the winner of Murray State Duke, and then LSU West Virginia play the winner of Arkansas and Tennessee and Omaha. This could be wrong. This is a graphic that I have that I pulled from Twitter. So maybe it's wrong, but I hope it's not the case because I don't want to be matched up against LSU in game one.
No doubt. I swear it was something I saw was that we were going to have to run through Tennessee and LSU or something like that.
Yeah. I think that would be the case, right? With Tennessee coming to town and then having to turn around and play.
So you want to win a national championship. You know what I mean?
It's kind of unfair if that is the case. If this is the case, that's unfair.
I mean, so was we said, whenever we got the draw we got in the regionals, everybody was like, this is bullshit.
Well, because Crootin, I'll call him Crootin. Someone told me they were annoyed when I was saying Crootin. Crootin's really good. Like Crootin was really good, and a lot of people thought they might be one of the mid majors to upset an SEC opponent in their own regional. Okay, Coastal Carolina, Auburn. I'm going to go Coastal Carolina.
Coastal.
I guess I'll go Coastal Carolina. Peer pressure.
Yeah, UTSA, UCLA.
UCLA.
UTSA.
Yeah, I think I might go UTSA because they did eliminate Texas.
Yeah, they put it on Texas.
Yeah, but a lot of times you get that emotional high from that and you come out cold.
Yeah, but they're coming out against UCLA, though.
That's true. Yeah, maybe because that's happened to Arkansas before where you felt like they had a little bit of momentum and then they got knocked out of Omaha too quick or they got knocked out of their own regional. All right, LSU, West Virginia.
LSU. I agree with Eric Musselman's ghost. Whoever wins Arkansas, LSU wins the whole thing.
Yeah. I think that's probably I agree. I'm gonna go LSU. Travis.
Yeah, LSU.
Okay, and then last but not least, chat. Feel free to get in on it. Arkansas, Tennessee. Who do you guys got? Keep in mind, Tennessee, probably out for blood. Like I listening to Vitello talk about this a little bit, and knowing how their antics and how they're going to be hyped up for this game, man. And it was a tough one the last time they came to Fayetteville.
I mean, we took 2 from them the last time.
Yeah,
we just got to get through Doyle. I feel, which is game 1, right? I feel like they're going to play hell beating us 3 games because nobody's swept us this year. So, and I know they don't
have to win 2, right?
They have to win 2, but I'm just saying beating Arkansas 3 times is 2 times is pretty hard.
Especially
it could be done. We have lost some series this year, so don't let me get it twisted. But I think we get through Doyle. We may lose the first game, but I think we win the last 2.
Okay.
If we win the first game, I think we're gonna whoop their ass.
What do you think, Tim?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of agree with Travis. I think we might drop the first game and win the last 2.
Well,
I don't think either team goes 2-0 out of it.
I don't think so either.
So.
Tennessee, the last time these two played, you remember they chopped up Doyle,
and we're at home.
I mean, we averaged 9 runs a game. We had 10, 8, and 8 against them. The last time we played, yes, we did.
Yeah, in game 1, Arkansas had.
That's right. They had the 10. My bad. We had 8, 8, 6. Crap. I had it.
Well, Arkansas took care of business the last time these two teams met up, taking 2 out of 3. They scored a minimum of 6 in all 3 of those games. They, again, lost game 1, 10-7.
10-7, yeah.
And then they won game 2 and 3 with similar scores, 8-6 and 8-4.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean they've got it in them. That is the prediction, by the way, in Discord for total predictions. It is I think it's 8 runs. Yeah, Hogs with 8 runs. That's the prediction. If you want to hop in Discord, you want to get some XP, because this is for the new cycle, by the way. New cycle starts this Friday, 5 p.m. You may have to go double check, but it's 5 p.m. on Friday. We start our
new cycle for Mac to win again.
He's got a huge lead.
Mac wins so much. And he was winning the spins last night, too. For y'all who don't know, we were doing a watch along in Discord last night. It was pretty fun.
Yeah, we always have fun with those. Might do some more this weekend. Johnny Jones says Arkansas is breaking through and winning it. Tying LSU back up for most national championships in the SEC.
I think we have the most talented team we've had since we lost to Oregon State.
Pooh Bear says Doyle going to start game 2 since their catcher. Yeah, their catcher is suspended for game 1. That's right.
That is the stupidest thing too.
Isn't that a dumb rule?
I'm fine with it, but I just think it's
tell me what happened here, because I don't know.
Catcher, what did he just mouthed off?
No, right? He came out of the dugout with a helmet on during something. Remember?
Is that what it was? Oh, I thought it was just because he was mouthing off.
I believe it was something to do with maybe somebody had hit a run or something, and he came out with a helmet on. I don't remember. But it was stupid.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm good.
I was about to say, if it means he's not playing, I don't care.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Megan said that was a Duke player. My bad. I don't know what the hell the catcher did then.
I don't know what he did either. You can look it up, Tim. I thought he just the ump, he had mouthed off and said something the ump really didn't appreciate, and he threw him out of the game. And I don't know.
I'm good with it. Screw that catcher. I still think they're going to start Doyle. They're going to want to start
changing words with the other catcher after a strikeout. That's all it says. The home plate umpire, he was thrown out by the home plate umpire after exchanging words with the Demon Deacons catcher following a strikeout.
That's all.
They're going to be watching this game too, I bet.
Yeah.
I wonder how far their antics go in a super regional with refs already on their ass.
Yeah. We've got people wanting to call in, so we'll see if they actually do it. There's the link. There's the link if anybody wants to join in chat. You're getting memed, by the way, Travis.
Me? Awesome. What I do now?
I don't know. They've got you on the Billy Madison poster. It's pretty epic.
Dude, Hogpat does the best AI memes ever.
They're pretty good. You and him both do, and Mac. You guys all do pretty good work.
Yep, Mac too.
So there's a link if you guys want to call in. Wake Forest coach.
If someone actually calls in, I'm actually going to dip.
Oh, okay.
Because I got to go to Rogers.
Celtics for Life says it was unsportsmanlike conduct against,
Even
Vitello said the catcher celebrated the strikeout like he should, and Cannon said something back to him which he shouldn't have.
Oh, okay.
All right. Even Vitello was like he should have kept his mouth shut.
Yeah,
that's right. He did. Yeah, I remember someone saying something about that on Twitter, that like even Vitello was kind of admitted that he'd taken it too far.
Vitello was like the Lane Kiffin of baseball.
Yeah. Tony will not let his players act like that to Van Horn or our players. He usually behaves himself when he comes into Fayetteville.
I think they got into it and then they talked out and went to dinner or something. Didn't you tell me that, Ty?
Yeah, they got into it. They had a little back and forth, and they went to Doe's or something.
Doe's is life.
Dave Van Horn had discussed it. If Vitello says keep your mouth shut, there's no telling what the catchers.
Yeah.
That's reasonable.
Fair.
So there's
our coach someday. We're gonna love that shit.
Yeah, Travis, you got to go, man. Feel free to go, man.
I'm good. I was just if somebody jumps in, I was gonna roll, but I'm cool.
Here's a Kyle. I'll save the call-ins for when I want to trash talk Scott Fountain next year. Well, there'll probably be plenty of opportunity for that as we muff punts and body slam people on kickoff returns. And
I think Discord is peer pressuring Wheezy into calling. Maybe like particularly Mac.
Well, they always do this. Every time they're like, "Oh, you should do a call in," and they're like, "Okay, cool. Here's a link." And then
they tag me. And he's like, "Wheezy wants to call in," and I looked and I was like, "No, he doesn't."
I mean, we're even offering 10K XP. 10K XP, bro.
I called in. Where's my 10K XP?
Yeah,
I got 0 this round.
I'm gonna have
Tim
to
really needs a 10K.
I'm gonna have to give you both 10K. By the way, the winner of the cycle gets an autographed Arkansas player card, and then second and third are also going to get some prizes.
I need to try harder.
We have a pack too. We've got an on it pack of cards we're gonna have to give away.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I try pretty hard in there. Like I try to remember to go in there, and I'm just always like 30th.
Well, predictions and semi-daily wheel spins absolutely help your chances.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to join, if you want to join Discord, you want to get in on the fun. Listen, we start a new cycle. I said Friday. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I'm wrong. We start a new cycle the following Monday. This cycle will end on Friday.
Kerper, if you call in, you lose 10K.
So cycle 6. Cycle 6 begins June 10th, 11 a.m., and it'll end on July 5th, 5 p.m. So I need to correct myself on that. Better correct myself before I wreck myself.
Truth.
Call-ins are the best when fans want to crash out. Yeah,
they are.
They're happy right now. No, but the best call-ins, where the most call-ins happen are after Arkansas wins. Those are the most call-ins. It's the most super chats. That's the most everything. After Arkansas wins.
People are excited.
We might do a post game if Arkansas advances. I might not. I don't know. Anytime I put baseball on a thumbnail in the title, it's why am I doing it? Like there's no one really. It's just
let's just start putting Sam Pittman in there.
We need to do what the U of A does. We need to hype up like they do the Manning Academy, and we need to really clickbait it up.
That one guy's gonna come back in here. I forget his name. Ralph.
Where's your Tusk Talk raffle?
Right. Well, that's what the XP cycles are.
That is actually, yeah.
That's all right. That's our raffles.
All you got to do is talk
and get in on some predictions and live wheel spins and whatnot. Anything you guys want to revisit? I know Travis is up against it here. I kind of feel like I still feel really dumb about not knowing that the Manning Academy was not what everyone thought it was.
Man, you're so negative. Only an Arkansas podcaster could say something negative about the Manning Academy.
What's wrong with you, man? How dare you?
Hi.
So the
trying to think if there's anything else I had written down. I don't think so.
Do some clickbait titles like Sam Pittman said this ? Exclamation point. Huge announcement on Pittman's future, and we're going to talk the Tennessee-Arkansas series.
I did see something interesting on Twitter a minute ago. The Tennessee, Duke, Auburn, Arizona, and us are the only schools that made the Sweet 16 and a Super Regional. That's kind of cool.
That's cool.
Yeah. Congratulations to QB1 on being invited to the Manning Passing Academy. God, that's still like. That's going to bother me like all night. Like I don't know. I guess obviously I've never actually looked into it. I've never really discussed it because I knew it wasn't like a huge, super big deal, but the way they've always presented it, and not just Arkansas, other schools, when their quarterbacks go, they do the same damn thing. So
Ty's going to research this for a month.
Well, no, we get it now what it is, but I don't know. Maybe I'm not the only one that feels a little hoodwinked here, but I feel like what the hell? Like, why?
I just want to know how many podcasts congratulated him and moved on.
I know. I'm trying to look up and see if anybody's got it on their thumbnail right now. Actually,
I don't watch Razorback podcasts until like football season starts.
We're gonna change the thumbnail for this, Travis. We're gonna go back.
I took that off. That actually worked out.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, all I did was put the badge over his SEC badge on his.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah.
So I took that. Remember, we had too many headlines, so I actually took that. Was the one I decided to take off,
and it worked out beautifully.
Boom.
Worked out beautifully. I call it the whooping strategy.
I get it.
Oh, Mac.
Yeah, he said make up the fake titles to get people to watch.
Yo.
I mean, clout is clout. What am I going to say? What's up, Mac?
Camera didn't happen,
Well,
Mac.
I had to at least call in because I was trying to peer pressure Weezy into calling in.
Well, you just got 10,000 XP, so nobody can complain.
He gets 5 without a video, Ty. Come on.
Yeah,
5 without a video.
Yeah.
I feel really good about this weekend.
I do too. I'm surprised how good I feel about this weekend.
Do you like Arkansas over Tennessee?
Oh yeah. And
I weirdly feel like it's the year. I don't want to say that, but I'm not.
I don't know, man. LSU just doesn't feel like a good matchup at all. And they kind of have Arkansas's number, and it feels like in these, like they've been here and they've had the success. They've won in Omaha. Arkansas, it's always a letdown one way or another. And again, if that graphic that I looked at was correct, and you got to go through LSU as your first matchup in Omaha, I was like, Tim, I thought you don't know the matchups until like after these supers are done. But
yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah,
maybe that is the case. I hope that's the case because I don't want to deal with them game one, in Omaha.
Yeah, because it's so like the 1 seed bracket, assuming if all 8 national seeds make it, just like the super is 1 would play 8, 2 would play 7, 3, 6, 4, 5.
Mm.
So the winners of those brackets would play each other.
3 play 6.
Yeah.
And what is LSU?
I think they're the 6. Yeah.
Probably 6.
Yeah.
Damn it.
We're going through Tennessee and LSU, dude. If we're gonna do this thing,
that is such a tough draw, dude. Like that almost seems unfair.
Hey, if we're gonna win it, we're gonna earn it.
That's true.
Yeah.
And to be fair, also these other teams may be saying the same damn thing about Arkansas, right? Like Tennessee, their matchup against Vitello versus Van Horn, it's not gone in their favor for Tennessee at all. Like Vitello. Like DVH has his number. Again, knock on wood, pray to God that happens again. These other schools are saying the same thing about Arkansas. Like they were clearly.
It's like I used to tell the kids when I coached on my son's little football team. Like, remember, we don't got to play them; they got to play us.
Yeah, I mean,
same deal.
There is actually a bracket on NCAA.com.
Oh, is it up? Okay.
Yeah, there is one, and it is LSU if we win.
Okay.
Damn.
So I'll put a link. Can I put links in the
Could have been Euler.
I can't do it here, but later I could make you share it in the
link
private
in Discord.
Or you can do it there. I was just saying you can put it in the private chat and then I can share it.
Okay, I'll put it in the private chat.
When we're done here, I can make you like a mod, and it gives you the ability to do all that.
Well, I gotta go make dinner, y'all. But
Hey,
I wanted to call in.
Thanks for calling, man. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Hey, Ty, to touch back on that raffle a little bit.
Yeah.
The raffle is online only. And then the winning ticket, blah, blah, blah. Last time it reached up to 275,000. That's
275, yeah.
Jesus.
We never did finish that, though. Do you guys? Okay, well, maybe you guys did, and I didn't give my input. So neither of you think we surpassed 275?
No.
I don't think we do.
I think that was the first time. It might cross 100. Might cross 125. I don't think it gets to 275.
I'm going to say it does. Only if Arkansas, if they win.
That's fair.
That's only money. Like it ends before the series is over.
Well, yeah, it ends on the 8th, right?
I thought it was the 7th.
4:30 on Sunday.
Yeah, so that would be the 8th. Because the game starts on the 7th. That's Saturday.
Right.
Dude, it might happen. I don't know, man.
If they win game 1 and game 2, then it's over. Then I think it surpasses the amount. And the game 2,
maybe.
You can pay for like a quarter of a running back with that.
You guys are probably right. It probably was that, like, here's the introduction of something new, and everyone was like, oh my God, well, I want to get in on it. And that's probably what happened. But I don't know. I've got faith in Arkansas fans. I think they saw, hey, look, old Blow Joe from
I might drop 50 on it.
I think you are right. If you get really excited, happy fans from a win and they're nice and drunk, they might throw some extra money at that thing that they didn't actually have.
They may be screwing up doing online only and not in the venue. It specifically says not in venue.
I wonder why that is.
Maybe they want to try to broaden their audience. I would do both.
It would probably be harder. It's probably harder to calculate the money and everything and keep it up to date in real time if you're doing it
True.
live and online.
Yeah.
Yep.
You probably keep it online just because it's easier to keep it up to date.
Yeah. Let me pull this up here really
Mr.
quick.
DC Kyle's got a good point. He said, y'all are freaking out, but who says it's LSU that beats West Virginia?
Me.
Super fair.
I think LSU's better than West Virginia, man.
Did anyone think Euler was going to beat LSU?
LSU might be the best team left. I mean, no lie.
I don't know. Euler just gave him hell for 3 games.
Euler was on one, though. I was really impressed with Euler.
Yeah, you can't judge UALR because they were an 18-win. They were an 18-win team on the season, and they had a run through the playoffs. I don't think that's an indicator on LSU so much.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a racist word or not. Can't.
Swamp possums.
You got to be walking the line, man.
I think it's fine. I think it's fine. So we've got to get through the swamp possums and the moonshine mutts. Bring it on. Oh, you gotta love it. All right.
I remember the fat girls was swamp donkey.
All right. Well, I guess we've covered just about everything tonight.
I think so. Yeah.
Weekend going to be exciting. We're probably going to do the what we did this week, the previous Arkansas matchup and what we did last night for LSU and Euler. We'll probably do that again this weekend. I don't know if we want to call it a watch party or whatever, but it was really fun. We're handing out XP, or we're doing wheel spins for every run. So if Arkansas scores a run, that's a wheel spin, and it's going to be worth X amount of XP. Although I say that
the other team, right?
Shit, I say that we're going to be in the middle of a break on cycles, so maybe we won't be doing the wheel spins. Damn, I didn't time that out right.
Well, now I can't watch the game. Good job.
Crap. Yeah, because the cycle doesn't even kick back on till Monday, so maybe we won't be doing it this weekend.
Can you extend the cycle?
We may have to just extend the cycle. We may just do that.
I would do that.
I'm fine with that. We may just extend cycle 5. That's it. All right, everybody. Thanks for being here. Make sure you follow Tusk Talk with Ty, and of course Mr. Dank Broyles over here on Twitter, and Tim. Oh, Tim, you want to plug your pod, man?
I mean, we don't have a new episode coming, but we have one coming at the end of this week. Basically, I have Capes, Cowls, and Conversations. I do this with my son and his best friend, and it is a comic book and comic adjacent movies and TV shows podcast. We cover Marvel and DC and Invincible and a lot of different comics and stuff. If you guys want to take a look at it, it's on YouTube at Capes, Cowls, and Conversations. And we'd love to have some interaction from you guys if you get a chance.
Yeah, especially we've got some nerds in our Discord.
We're the nerds like me.
They need to go get in on it. So, and follow these guys. And Capes, Cowls, and Conversations is on Twitter as well. Follow them, and of course Dank. And shout out to Patreon supporters. Again, this June 5th, I'll have the new list of names for all the Patreon supporters, and we'll hand out those cards. We'll do the spins for the cards. I guess this weekend. So yeah, it's going to be a fun-filled weekend. Again, we're going to extend cycle 5, and we're going to make it probably go until Sunday night, and then get it going until Monday, I guess.
That's going to be furious.
What are my chances of going from 0 to winning the cycle over this weekend?
It's like the Razorback football team winning a national championship twice in a row.
I was going to say, what's your
how about once?
Your FPI rank might be pretty low, Tim. It might be like
yeah.
All right, I'll get started on Monday then.
Yeah, these cycles aren't real long. They're not real long. They're like 4 weeks. So, Tusk Talk, best Arkansas broadcast ever. Hey, I appreciate you, Mason. You're the man. Appreciate that so much. So that's it. Again, shout out to Patreon, all the sponsor, Direct Service Overhead, Travis Ford, Tim Neal. Appreciate you guys for taking time out of your evening. Travis, have a safe trip back up to Rogers.
Yeah, back to the Holy Land.
And we'll be back next week. So we might have a post game, but just play it by ear. Make sure you hit the notification bell.
Join Patreon, join Discord. Let's go.
Let's go. That's right. That's how you do it.
All right.